Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there on the internet, welcome to Channel Taken for September 2025. Um, Also adding a little like thingy after that to the intro. For those who come after, we continue. So yeah, Channel Taken, like I said, 2025 or September 2025. Um, It, there's some structure to this. I'm not going to go over it because it's like it needs updating. It's like I've got this thing I'm going off of, but it's not exactly the same every time, and I need to update it. So, but just a brief overview of like videos I'm working on for the channel. Change the stuff on the channel. I used to talk about IRL stuff, but it's like with the way things are, it's like, do I want to get deported or lose my job? I think I'll just, I guess I'll still talk about it. I just won't go very in depth or just like, yeah, I'll just like a brief mention. Wouldn't want anything bad to happen, would we? Or how bad would we? How bad of a time would you want to have with? Anyway, anywho, let's uh let's get started. So videos I'm working on for the channel. So Zenless Zone Zero. I started playing that December. We'll say December of last year, at some point. And then in January, I was liking it so much, I was like, dude, I can play this day. I'm sorry. I can play this game every day. And I was like, man, I should play every day. I should play every day on stream. And then I ended up with my whole, like, self-challenge to play it every day on stream. I'm there, I've been playing it every day on stream for, like, 272 days. So, less than 100 days. And I'll have done it. So, I knew I could do it. So I'm like, cool. When I'm done, I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again because, wow, that was a yeah. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. I will say that was a bad idea. It's like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And I never doubted myself. I wasn't really proving anything to myself. But then, like, I can do this, and then like when it's all done, I can like look back and be like, yeah, look what I did. Have you ever done that? And you probably haven't. So, yeah, stuff and things. But then like part of my brain is like, well, like what if I did it, but like it was either a different game or I was just like constantly rotating and stuff. And I was like, dude, let's just let it go. Let it go. Let it go, Chris. It's like, because now I'm thinking, well, this is a formula, kind of works. If I just improve it, and it's like, I don't think there's any improvement needed. I think we just, we didn't need to prove it to ourselves. And it's like, now I'm just like, well, yeah, I knew I could do it, and I did it. And it's like, yeah, one of those of like self-congratulatory. And I mean, I'm not there yet, not to jinx it, but I knew I could do it the whole time. So yeah, not really proving anything to myself there, but I guess it's one of those things of like, you do it and you're like, oh, I did the thing. Yeah. Have you done a thing like that? No. Or something. Whatever. Anyway. But yeah, videos I don't know where I'm going with this. Like I said, I'm just going off a little outline on my phone that's not even been updated for like years at this point, and it needs to be. But hey, what works or just whatever. Anyway, I I do this video every month, and I've been doing it for like every month for a long time. So I just do the thing. I mean, I don't have to. I could just like stop. But then, where's the fun in that, or something? Um. Okay, so videos on the channel. So we got Zenless Zone Zero, quite a fun game I like to play. Um, as far as like the free to play stuff, I was playing Wuthering Waves for a minute. I'm behind on the story. I'll catch up, but it's like I think I'm just gonna be playing the story on that game. Like I'm not gonna do any in-game stuff, no event stuff. It's just the story, and like you can play the story without spending any money, and it's like, yeah, it's a whole thing. Don't really enjoy the open world aspect of it, but the combat is very flashy and pretty and the graphics are nice. So, um, I guess I don't need to go down this whole spiel about all these free to play games and like where they I cannot talk. Where they fell short and why Zenless won. But I'm looking forward to Ananta, which was formerly, it used to be called Neverness to Everness. It's called Ananta. Looks like it's coming out next year sometime. Probably after GTA 6. Who knows? That would be interesting if it comes out like around the same time. Because you've got like, it is very, very, very. I mean, it takes a lot of inspiration and influences. You can say straight up rips off a lot of things and just puts it in the game. So I'm just interested to see how it's what's the word? Can't think of the word, but yes, that how it's whatever word that you say when it's like, I wonder how someone's yeah, how it's taken to whatever. Anyway, because yeah, like the Hoyoverse stuff, Genshin bounced off of it, and then Wuthering Waves, I'm like, dude, this is like so much better. I can never go back. And then Honkai Star Rail, it's like I never started, but then like the more I think about them, I'm like, I don't want to play a free-to-play version of a game that has like grind stuff in it anyway. So it's like it's only going to be made worse. So it's like, ugh. But there was an update with Genshin lately or recently, and I was like, well, maybe they like put some like good stuff on the banners. But I was like, dude, let it go. Like I'm never going back to that game. First Descendant I played for a hot minute, and it's like that's why I don't talk about it. I'm just like, I'm somewhat embarrassed by it. It's like I feel like I caved to my own like internal like whatever, and not internal pressures, but just like I don't know. My brain was just like, oh man, I should at least try one of these weird waifu games. I mean, that's not what it was initially when it came out. It's like, oh, it's a looter shooter with like stuff, blah blah blah, and then like, yeah, that the trajectory of that game and like what it was when it came out, and then like what it turned into, and then like what it became, and it's just like, yeah, so embarrassing. If it was just like that from the start, though, like it would have been. If it was just like honest about what it is, right? It's like, come on, like Uwe Musume exists, just just uh just be true to what you are. First Descendant. Anyway, wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get back on track. Okay, so videos I'm working on for the channel. Every Day's Endless. That's going to be happening until January. But if you noticed, if you ever go over to my Twitch, it's like a couple days behind. So it's not a 1-to-1. Like I'm not. Whatever is on the game or whatever I do that day on the game is not going to be put over on YouTube until a couple days, because it's like a couple days back. I gave myself like a buffer in case I ever have an issue uploading anything, so it's not like disrupted or exporting a video. So yeah, but it's not like 1-to-1 as far as like where I'm at. Like the video that drops that day is not like what I was doing that day in Zenless. But if you check the Twitch stream or the archive, it'll be updated to whatever I'm doing. What else? Sorry, let me pull up I have my phone open, but I've got like multiple things on it because I've got the like outline. But now then, like, okay, I'm past the intro. I can just go to like talk about what is on the channel. So, and then of course I pulled it up and like it refreshed. But I'm on my YouTube thing, looking up the videos I put up on the channel. So, since last time I'm tagging, because that's like the easiest way to talk about what am I talking? What am I doing on the channel or whatever. Okay, like I just said, Zenless, but then there's like a ton of Zenless videos on here, so I gotta scroll through. Okay, Borderlands 3, the DLC for that one, I went back and played some of it. I'll get around to the rest of it eventually. I did play through Borderlands 4, so that's coming. Okay, and then what I do when the process of how I get the videos on the channel is like, I will usually split them up into like parts and then like upload them over the course of like however many days or weeks or whatever. So Borderlands, I finished that, and I was putting one out daily, like every day, I want to say, and then also I will like in the description it's like part 1 of 7. So when it gets to part 7, that's the main story quest done. They're still in game in like Vault Hunter mode, so I haven't started yet because I was like, okay, there's a ton of, okay. there's a ton of games coming out in October, and there's a bunch of games I'm playing right now, and I just had to like, put like get to a certain spot and then just like binge them or put them in stasis. It's like, okay, I'll come back to this. So Borderlands 4 is basically freeze or frozen, and it's like I finished the campaign, Vault Hunter mode. I'm not quite there yet. There's like a quest that you start to get to Vault Hunter mode, but I'm like, whatever. Also, I will say, I enjoyed Borderlands 4. It was a good course correction. They did right by the fans after 3, because man, if you played 3, it was not it. uh, I feel like the problem with 3 though is like it's just the antagonist problem. Like 2 is like one of the best. Like, okay, I'm not gonna say it's one of the best games ever. 2 is a really 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 good game. It has a really good antagonist in Handsome Jack, and I feel like they had like the Handsome Jack problem of like, how do you top this villain? And like there's been so many games after Borderlands 2 that were follow-ups besides 3. Like there's 3, there's pre-sequel, Tales from the Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands 2, maybe some others. Yeah, the Wonderland spin-off, Tiny Tina's Wonderland spin-off. I haven't played that, but I bought it. And then you've got like the DLC that was the Bunkers and Badasses, which was like standalone, but it's also a DLC for 2. It's a whole thing. So, but like, yeah, man, 2 is massive. 2 blew up. It's like they really cracked the code as far as like getting the formula like just right with the game and like how to make it even better. Um, I feel like when they reined in whatever that one element was, that was like, I think it was slag, where it's like if you slag something and it does like whatever is getting hit with slag does like way more, is like, or it's taking way more damage. Like, I'm glad they took that out, because it's like if you're not playing with a group and you don't have like a dedicated slag person, you're just like losing DPS, and it's like, dude, come on, like, you know. And then like this one, that the one that's out now, dude. I think like the formula is like the best it's ever been as far as like, just the shooting, the looting. I mean, granted, that being said, asterisk, dude, like, because the story and the characters are can kind of hit or miss or fall flat, but that's always been the thing. It's like the floor is the ceiling. I feel like is Borderlands is like catchphrase, because it's like sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's just like, ugh. And sometimes it's just, yeah, sometimes it's like high, low, or just in the middle, and it's like the like where it is just like all over the map. Sometimes it's a mixed bag. Sometimes it's just like, I mean, the core gameplay of like shooting and looting is fine. It's just like as you're going from like A to Z on the story, and like from here to there on the map, and like doing stuff. Sometimes it's like, oh, that was pretty funny, that was pretty good, and sometimes it's just like, ooh, or just like, that was not good. So it's like, or how did this make it in the game? Or just like, what? And it's just, yeah. But that's the way it's always been though. So it's kind of, it's just funny to me that is like it is consistently this like the same, but like it never gets to a point where it's so refined and polished that it's like they kind of strip away all that, and it's like always the good stuff. Like, usually stuff as it goes on, it's like, oh man, they really have refined this art. Not in Borderlands. It's like, yeah, they're just. It's like you're going to get some lowbrow stuff, you're going to get some weird stuff, and it's like, and then even the good stuff is like, it's close. You gal. Oh, it did stick the landing, but it was like, I see what you did there. It was good enough, Borderlands. Good enough, Borderlands. That's, yeah. And then, like I was saying, whenever I tend to like think about it too much, I'm like, I think Borderlands is probably like the one game that could have like gave Destiny the run for the money on like if it went live service, because like it has like the like the shooty looty, that it's got the gameplay loop really. It's like, and then this one, it's like they did it so good, man. Like you get to the end and you get your specialization, and then like, yeah, there's so many builds you can make, and it's just like, dude, I feel like build crafting, it's like build crafting was like not as like, I think some people just like live to do that, and then like, previous games probably like were not as good as this one, but like this one is just like there's a lot of stuff you can do. Like there's so much like you can lean into as far as like if you want to do like different playstyles and different characters. And I've only played Rafa. Like I've not played any of the other characters, and I'm just like, man, they probably all have like just as much depth as this character. And it's like, man, but like, anyway, not to get too on Borderlands, but Borderlands 4 is good. If you're a fan, you'll like it because I'm a fan and I liked it. Even though it has its flaws, I will admit, but I don't care. That's why I'm like that. That's why I'm a fan. It's like, okay, I accept your critiques of this flawed product. I had fun. Oh no, it's not perfect. Boo effing who. And yeah, I got to. There's this part with Claptrap. Oh, just yeah. It's like, and I'm one of the people that enjoys the Claptrap stuff. So it's like, just yeah. It's just like just like it's like yeah. It's like I appreciate the humor and I appreciate the weirdness. And playing the DLC, it's like I did not play the Oh yeah, they had some Jack Casino DLCs. The one I played and finished. That was really good. And then I started the Love, Guns and Tentacles or whatever, the wedding one. And then I didn't get all the way through, but like I didn't know Moe's showed up. So that's one thing that I appreciate when they do it right, which is rarely, because they dropped the ball with that in the third game. I'm not gonna say what happens. Is like, okay, there's like two levels here. I'm too far into Borderlands, but I'm gonna keep going. Whatever. It's like they have such a big cast of characters, but you never get to play as the character again. So it's like, it's really annoying when it's like they take control of characters that you were playing in the game, like the previous game before the game that you're in, and either stuff bad things like yeah, bad things happen, or just like stuff happens out of your control, and you're like, oh no, that character that I really like, and something happened to them, and it's just like, ooh, I think they like very much mismanaged that. Up until now, like this one that like in 4 it wasn't as bad because like every time there was like a previous character, I'm like, oh no, something bad about to happen. So it's like, it's just, I feel like they could do a better job of like that, as far as they don't need to just do like a one and done on all the playable characters, because it's like, well, maybe I want to play as Axton again, or as Mose again, or did I say Mose? It wasn't Mose that showed up. It was the Death Trap lady. She showed up. I can't think of the name of the character. That's whatever. But I thought that was cool because I was like, oh, they brought this character back and they're in a DLC thing. So yeah. But yeah, because I saw that I had like an echo thingy on the game I was playing, and then like it was Salador and Axton, and I was like, oh, they showed up again. So it's cool when they like reuse the characters, but then it's also kind of like, oh no, like what's gonna happen? Because sometimes bad things happen, and it's like, oh no, I really like that character, no. But then 4, they did a good job of course correcting, and like I said, they did right by the fans. So I'm not gonna say what happens, but I quite appreciated that. I mean, granted, it got all like doomy and gloomy, so I'm not sure like what's going to happen with the DLC or whatever. So yeah. What else? Borderlands 4. Anyway, yeah, nothing else to say on that. It's Borderlands 4. It's like if you've played, it's like if you've played Borderlands, it's more Borderlands. So, and if that's not your cup of tea, then I would say just pass, because it's probably not going to change your mind if you feel that strongly about it. All right, what was next? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me just go through what's on my list on my YouTube thingy, because I'm just like looking at like what's been uploaded since last time I tagged. So we got Zenless. Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds. So basically every week I've been doing the weekly limited bounty since launch, and then every now and then there's a title update. There's one coming in December, I believe, at TGS, right? Like their TGS thing, their most recent whatever presentation. They're like Elder Dragons in December, so that's cool. The Omega update, or I'm sorry, Final Fantasy 14 collaboration with Omega is in it. That's out now. That, man, I streamed that. That didn't kick the crap out of me like the entire stream. I cleared it once on normal, and that was it. And even when I tried to like make with people that were like SOS flaring it for the normal one, could not clear it again. And I was like, dude, this is rough. So today on stream, it's the 30th. when I do stream it, I'll do my weekly limited bounties, and I'll try to like just play it with the support hunter group, because which are the CPU AI companions. So I was trying to figure out like how to like get that to work, man. Because I know I did it. I know you can do it in Rise Sunbreak, and I'm like, I know this is a thing, because that's why like I was glad the feature was in there. And then like it happened where I needed it, and I was like trying to get it to work, and I was like, oh no, I don't know how to do this. And it's like whatever. I think what I did was I had it on like SOS Flare automatically is off, and so like even though I had it on support hunters because I wasn't firing off the support flare or the SOS flare, it wasn't like summoning them to my game, and I was like, oh, because I had it on like SOS flare. I don't know. I did something when I went to like offline single player, and I was like, okay, cool. Let me get my support hunters in here, and then like I saw like human people joining me, and I was like, did I have my SOS flare off? And I was like, oh, but then I think when I turned it off, it didn't like summon the support hunter. So I think you have to like have it set to where it's support only when they do join, so that way it's not humans joining you, which is a whole funny thing to say, because it's like usually you would mind that, but in this instance, oh man, there's a lot of carding, there's a lot of two taps, there's a lot of it's tough, man, it's rough. And like, yes, you can go back and watch every China Tekken since that game came out. I was not in the camp of this game's too easy, it needs to be more hard, Arr, PC performance, blah blah blah. It's like, no, I was just enjoying the game and having fun. And then this came out and it punched me in the face, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be like that, is it? And it's like, okay. So now that I've had time to like recover from that traumatic event, I will grind the crap out of that game and get all that Final Fantasy 14 stuff. But dude, I was like, if this is the baseline for like what they have for the Elder Dragon coming out, I'm kind of worried. I'm also kind of worried if it's the baseline for like the expansion that's not out yet, because it's like you can see a clear like how this was tuned compared to like what we have in the game, and it's like the PlayStation 1 ad campaign when the Saturn was around, and it's like, you are not ready, dude. You are not effing ready, and it's just like, man. So, oof, that was rough. I was like, I've been playing this game for however many hours, and I got one clear on Omega, and I did like a couple other things. I have made no progress today. What the f? So that was unfortunate. But yeah, Mushroom Wilds every week, weekly limited bounties. So at least I make progress with that, with the armor spheres and whatnot. And then every month I'm changing my secondary weapon. So I think I'm on light bowgun. Maybe, I don't know, because I never used my secondary weapon anyway, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to change weapons every month, and I'll like learn all of them. But there's like not a really good tutorial to like teach you the weapons, so you just have to like go into hunts and then use them. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get good with all the weapons. I'll like try some of them. I'll try some of them a bit. But it's like, I'll just take the longsword. And even then I'm like, not the best at longsword, I'm just okay, so or like, I'm not bad, but I'm not gonna say like, oh man, I'm so awesome. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I put like a pool video, I think, and it got like a decent amount of views. I think I did create clip a few of those on Zenless when I was getting pools for characters, and like I just wasn't getting something, or I got something. So I think I'm gonna make that its own playlist maybe. But then after Ananta comes out and like there is no like gotcha system, so I'm like, okay, so the game, presumably everybody's like, oh, it's a gotcha game, but there's no 50-50, but there's no 50-50. It can't be gotcha. And if all the cosmetics are just DLC, that's not gotcha either. So maybe it's just like a free-to-play open-world game with no gotcha stuff, even though it looks very gotcha. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, technically it's just like a free gotcha, because you don't have to worry about the pulls. You get all the characters. So that's I'm looking forward to that game, dude. Also, props to everybody that was like, oh, it's like sleeping dogs on the combat, because like initially I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is like Yakuza and like Batman's free flow combat. But then like, yeah, it is more like the I mean, I'd say it's more like Yakuza and Sleeping Dogs, but more like Sleeping Dogs because you can like grab people, and like your attacks and like the way they transition from move to move, like enemy to enemy, it is much more like the Sleeping Dog style. But I'm looking forward to it. It does a bunch of stuff other it borrows heavily from other games, which is like not a problem to me. So I'm just glad someone was like, hey, what if we put a bunch of like stuff from other games that were fun into one game and just wanted to make a fun game? Maybe we should try that. I think that's just. I think like you wouldn't see that from like a Western developer or publisher because it'd be a bit too shameless, right? If we just like, if they just like ripped off a bunch of games, and so like it took like this game doing it that's free to play from like Southeast Asia, wherever they're based, and it's like, hey, if it's successful, it's successful. But then I think also like just aesthetically, right? It does look like a very 3D anime, open world game, so that's cool too because you don't see that a lot, or just like in general. Okay, that's not true. You don't see it a lot, but it's like what you do see it's stuff like Genshin or Wuthering Waves, where it's like fantasy setting, and like the open worlds are just giant fields of, you know, forest and mountains, and like desert. They're not, or there's not. It's not an open world city that's urban. That's modern setting. Thank you. I was like, what am I trying to say? Like, yeah, it's not like a modern setting with like urban environments in a city. It's all just like you're in insert region and there's like weird monsters out there and you run around and fight them. That's the open world, and it's like I never really cared about the open world and Genshin or Wuthering Waves. I was like, that's not really too compelling. So hopefully, there's like compelling open world stuff to do, but we'll see. What else? Zenless, Monster Hunter, Borderlands. I love how I totally just no. That's just the recent stuff, dude. Okay, I was like, why is this repeating? Because you scrolled up that fast. Oh, I've got everybody's golf hotshots. Part one's not up yet because I just wanted to play through the first part and stream it for like one day just to see, how is the game, like how you unlock stuff. Okay, there's that, right? It's like there's okay. I'm sorry, I'm about to like go over time on like the time of the video is like close to 30 minutes, but it's like it's gonna be more than that because I basically. So I've been trying to wind the channel down. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I basically did start the other channel. I just haven't like put anything on it. So now I'm just trying to like, and I didn't make that wind down series. I'm going to try to still do that though. It's like, I think what I'm going to do is like ultimately on this channel is like the cutoff will be anything that's at like this year is like nothing beyond this year will be for this channel. And then on the other channel, it's like next year and beyond. So, with the exception of like, if there's any type of like connection to stuff on this channel already, right? Like, so, like the Grand Theft Auto deep dive, I haven't done yet, so I could put that on the other channel because I don't know if I'm gonna get it started before this one like winds down. But there's a bunch of Forza stuff on this channel, so I think going forward, and if there's any Forza stuff, I'll just put it back on the channel, you know. Or just like, I don't know, man. Like I said that before, like I don't know what's gonna live forever on this channel as far as like if I keep coming back to it to put stuff out or just maybe just let it die. But then that just seems so I can't get over that, man. Like I know for sure Chima Tekken, like that like but then I'm like if Chima Tekken's over here, but then other stuff's over there, but then that's the whole reason you split the channel is because Chima Tekken is not this thing and it's like, oh my brain, I'm just like that's why I get this wind down video made of just like all the things and then like all the back end stuff and just like it's just a giant mess. And it's just like, dude, it's just I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's gotta be done. So and I'm running out of time because we're in October. Well, it's not October yet, but it's about to be October, and it's like, dude, you said next year, and I did say next year, and I gave myself next year because I was gonna try to do it last year and just like be like just I'm gonna just push the button and we'll see what happens. But I did at least get the channel made for the second one. There's like nothing on it. I don't think. Maybe no. I streamed something and then I was gonna put it on the other channel just to like see if I still have like all the restrictions of like when you first make a channel. Because I'm like, dude, if I have to legit start from zero, because it takes a minute on the other channels if you want to have all your other features up as far as like streaming and like video length, and it's just like so I'm just like, dude, whatever, I'll just get the process started. And we have the first Voltron lion of the Voltron robot. I don't know how many Voltron lions there are going to be, so but yeah, at least one part of that is like started. Also, I will say on okay, so on Series X, I replayed the story. Um, so I think every month I've got like a story chapter going up, and then eventually I want to get through all the agent stories and then put those up eventually as well for like the replay of the story stuff. Because initially it was gonna be like a recap, but I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to spend enough time like going through this stuff to recap it. And it's like there's so much that happens, and I'm like, man, I would like to give it the time to like recap, but it's just that's too big of an endeavor on Zenless. So I'll just replay it, and then like when I replay it, my headset on the Xbox for some reason when I stream it's just like you can't hear what I'm saying. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'll just play it and not talk over it, and that should be good enough. And then here's the game, here's the story, etc., etc. Um, so yeah, but I did make that comparison video. I mean, it wasn't really comparison because my HDMI switch thing messed up, so I can't like have both of them hooked up at the same time now. I can probably figure it out, but like anyway, so I made a video of like this the Series X account and like how I spent nothing. It's a zero spend account, like no spend account. It's free to play. And so I made that video, and then I made a video comparing my PS5 account. And basically, it's like what internet membership and Battle Pass. And like those are the two things I get on that one. And then I used to pool or buy pools. I've been pretty good about not doing that lately. Um, but then it's like, oh, I mean, it's not. I mean, now it's not hard because I've done it for so long. I have not gotten any, and I'm not spending on pools. So it's like, and then like, yeah, I had so many polychromes saved up. Man, that was a bummer, dude. I had so many polychromes saved up for Evelyn, right? Because I pulled for Orphe and Magus, and I had like a very few. Oh yeah, I remember now. I think I had like super low pity. I can't remember. Oh, okay, I remember now. Because it's the video I uploaded. I create button clipped it, but like I'm at full pity, so it's at like 80 pools or whatever for the next character. But I had 80 pools saved up, right? And on that first 10 pool, I got Lycon. So I lost the 50-50 because I was on 50-50. But then I'm on guaranteed, right? So I'm like, okay, well, at least let me get Evelyn. But then it took all my pools to get Evelyn that I had. And I was like, dude. So I had like 80 pools or something saved up. It took the first 10 for Lycon, which was cool. But then it's like, because it could have just took all 80 of them and gave me Lycon. But then it's like, guess what? You're gonna have to spend like the rest of the 80 ones on the guaranteed. And now I'm like, oh, cool. I have no pools now. I've got like 20 now, but I'm back on 50-50. So it's like, I like this. I think that's the other thing, dude. Is like, I'm kind of just like so over it and like frustrated with like the whole gacha system. And like now that I see that there's gacha games coming out, they like have dumped it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not spending money on pools anymore, so I'm good. And I've got my teams built. I mean, they have that new in-game mode with like you need more than 3 teams, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm good on characters on my PS5 account at least. Series X is another thing, but then it's like it's funny because I put that video up and like during the trigger banner, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull for trigger, and then if I get her, I get her. And I was like, I've got this many pulls on my account. Pulled, didn't get her, and I was like, okay, well I'm at like 18 until I get a guaranteed character. It's either gonna be a 50-50 loss or I get the character. And so they had the 2.3 stream, and Vivian's on the banner, and I was like, okay, well this is a anomaly account. So it's a good thing I didn't actually pull for, or I didn't like go crazy and like grind out polychrome and get like however many pulls to like get that guaranteed drop. Because if it was trigger, I'd have been like, oh no, I could have just saved up for Vivian. So it's like the account's like not where it needs to be because I don't have Yuzuha. If I had Yuzuha, that'd be like even better, or just having the support character that buffs the anomaly characters would be quite good, but then not having her on the account, it makes it be like, oh no. So it's like, yeah. And I was thinking like maybe I would go for the support Lucia on the Rupture support on Series X, but I was like, wait a minute. I don't need to pull for any other characters that are not anomaly. So it's like I'll just wait and see like who's on rerun. And it's like if it's an anomaly character, okay, cool. And if it's not, then just don't bother, because just go for anomaly characters and supports, or any support that is like universally good with anomaly, right? Like Astra, Yuzuha. I imagine Lucia probably isn't because she's like Rupture focused, right? But then supports seem to be kind of universally like at least somewhat good to like buff your teams. But yeah, that's the plan there on the Series X account. Like I said, it's just anomaly all the time. and supports. So even though I mean, when Ishwan's back on banner, I don't know. I kind of would like to have Ishwan on the team. So, or just, or I guess there's that too. Like if there's Void Hunter characters or Void Hunter level characters too, because you can't, or not that you can skip them because I don't have them on that account. But it's like it doesn't hurt to have them on your team. Let's see what else. Everybody's golf. I talked about that. Borderlands 4. I don't think there's anything else on here because I know what I've got on the channel. Oh, Final Fantasy 14. So I did a thing where I played the Omega instance for that collaboration, dude. Cause it's like, man, I remember that being a hard or like somewhat of a hard fight. It's funny too because like there's a part after that in the story where they like talk or like something happens, and I was like, oh, are they gonna use that armor for the armor here? And I think they did. It's kind of weird because it's kind of spoilery, so I'm kind of surprised it's in the Monster Hunter collab. I mean, yeah, it's old, but it's like, dude, it's kind of whatever. Anyway, so but then 14 anyway, I need to go back and play it because there's an Arkveld crossover in 14 because they're crossing over with the Monster Hunter Wilds in 14. But I haven't played through Dawn Trail, and then I haven't played in such a long time, dude. I kind of forgot how to play. Like me playing that like Omega thing, like yeah, I got through, but there's 7 other people there, dude. So it's like they definitely like picked up the slack on that one, even though it's like a random group. So I kind of felt bad. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I mean, I only partially remember how to play this game because I haven't played it in so long. I just log in and go to Gold Saucer to try to get the Chocobo ring. That's all I do now, like every weekend. I don't actually play the game. It's oh man, how the mighty have fallen. But yeah, I need to get back into 14. I love that game. So eventually, I'd like to get back into 14 and have Dawn Trail on here. But yeah, I think like 14 as well going forward because it's like I've already got like all the other stuff on 14 on this channel, so it's like why would I like leave it behind? So stuff like that where there's like okay, I'm at the end finally. But if there's like a game that's like really long going or long series that's like just got like a ton of stuff like Mass Effect or something, and I've already made like so many videos of that game on my channel on this one, like that's a situation where I would not take the new stuff going forward and just like separate it from the stuff that's already on this channel. But I guess like in the future, it's like if it's just Shadow Tekken and like whatever like limited games that are on here that are just like legacy series that like who effing knows, right? Like because that's the other thing, right? It's like there's so many like series or franchises that come out that either just like don't they either don't hit or flop, and it's like we're not seeing that again. Suicide Squad game I didn't pick up, or like man, when's the last time there was an Arkham game? Because those used to be all the rage on the channel. Remember that? And we haven't had that in a long time. So yeah. Oh, I'm tripping, dude. I put the phone down like I was done, but then it's like there's 2 other sections. All right, change the stuff on the channel. What I've been trying to do, kind of, sorta, is just like have like a Zenless video every like week or every couple of days, just to be like, oh man, Zenless, I love Zenless, because I kind of really like it, so it kind of just like keeps me going. So I'm like, sometimes I'll just like randomly post a video, or post a post or post a video in the post section about Zenless. So you're welcome. But I mean, it's nothing. It's usually stuff that's like not under the radar or like unknown, because it's like I think one of them was not the drip marketing stream, but it was the or maybe it was one of the streams they did, but it was like that. Was it Trigger, the studio house? It's like an anime studio house, and they did like a cool little like intro for it. It was like, oh, if this was an anime, it's just I really wish they make an anime for Zenless, dude. It would go perfectly. It is just like they keep teasing it, and it's just like, man, like the Ishwan Miyabi fight. Come on, dude. Like I just really want them to just like do just like it doesn't even have to be a full season. It could be like a half season, or like not even 25 episodes shonen length. It could be just a movie, an OVA. It just like come on, it's just that potential is there. But yeah, that's that. Or did I even say anything? Change the stuff on the channel? I mean, I there is stuff I want to do as far as like I keep bringing up the whole this the what did I call it? The winding down thing, the winding down video where I go over the back end stuff. And then also there's a video I want to make where I redo my video for my Game of the Year games from last year, but I do it a different style or like the same format, but just like not as long and bloated as it was last time, and just briefly talk about them. Just like kind of mulligan it because that last one was like I tried something. It just I don't think that was the way to go. But there's that, and then also well, this isn't really changes. I guess it's just more videos I'm working on still. But there's also like the PSN store videos. I I need to go back to those because I didn't finish them. I just remembered something. I was streaming Lost Odyssey, so I didn't finish Lost Odyssey, but I will it's on it's in the the log is in the fire. I'm like on disc 3 I think or something. But I think I exported all the streams I did on Twitch to my YouTube. I just haven't put them up to public because I want to wait until they're done. And then like once something's done, I'll just have it like the Borderlands thing, right? It's like once it's done, I'll just have it go like public on the videos like every day or every week for however long until it's done. It depends on the length. Because right now I'm doing that with the Zenless thing. It's like I'm just having it play out the story for like I want to say every week until every week until like the next story patch. I could be wrong on. I think I'm wrong on that one. I think that's like going way longer, but I didn't know like how long it would be until I played the next story patch. So, but I'll probably play it before. Well, I definitely like play it and stream it before the next one comes out in October. But when it's actually on the channel, it's a whole thing. Like not for a while. Anywho, I think that's it for like all that stuff. As far as IRL stuff, we're on the we're on the cusp of a government shutdown, but I don't work for the government, so it's not really going to affect me too much. We are in the wow. What would you even say? We are we are in the dystopian, authoritarian fascist regime. Like, not quite worst timeline, but close enough. So hope you're all happy that voted for that got what you wanted. Jeez. I'm trying to think. There's something I wanted to talk about besides effing, and I can't remember now. And it's not on my phone, and I didn't put it in the thing. But it's like was it something I was playing? Anyway, there's always like besides like the thing as far as like the PSN store, like PS3. There's always like stuff I want to like go and do as far as like different types of videos. Like I just played Tactics on PS3, but like my headset doesn't work where I can like do commentary over it. So I'm thinking of like just doing like retro stuff, but it'll just be just gameplay. But then also I think I'll just like break that off and like branch it out to like the gameplay that I'm splitting off of the new channel. So maybe not so much on this channel. I don't know, dude. I'm just like thinking. I'm like, okay, well, effing videos I'm working on, change the channel, IRL stuff. It's like, I mean, there's some like in 7-day stuff I don't want to tease because I don't know if I'll actually get around to it, but I got some ideas for that. But yeah, I've always got like a bunch of like ideas for the videos that like I might do. It's just I never do, or like sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't, or sometimes it's like I just forget. If I like, I need to put like I need to document on my phone for like videos and like need to like start putting them in there and just that way I can just go back to it. But yeah, I think that's it. So like, we can just sign off here. Glory to Ukraine, Tiananmen Square, 1989, free Hong Kong, and free Palestine. Stop the genocide. I'm trying to think. Oh, I gotta do my outro. I was like, there's something else. I do this once a month, so I don't always have it in my brain. But yeah, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. Yeah, it's like I'm thinking about the IRL stuff thing. So I'm like, let's not approach the line or cross the line because it's like, do you want to get deported or lose your job? And I'm like, on the one hand, It's like, no, because that could go really, really badly both directions. So let's just not, dude. Let's just not poke the bear in the eye. It's like, okay, but yeah, like I was saying, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. Um, I just remembered something before I sign off. One last time, I was supposed to do that 2,000 subscriber thing with like the Mass Effect playthrough. I need to do that too, but that's more of like the. So when I finally make that like the wind down video, I mean, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more easy to like understand what I'm saying when I make that video. But basically, there's like a bunch of videos or video projects I think I started on the channel and I never finished them, or I didn't go back to them. But I would like to like revisit them or go back to them and finish them. And so it's like, I think it's just like it's gonna be like a very long list of unfinished business and like stuff I have started on the channel and I never finished or I never went back to. And it's gonna give me like a. I mean, I think what's gonna happen, like fortunately, unfortunately, is it's going to give me just like a laundry list of just like stuff I have for video projects that's going to like spread out who knows how far into the future. But then when I'm finally done with them, right, it's like I'm not going to add anything new to the list because I could just do those on like one of the other channels I'm splitting this one into. So it's like if I haven't started it, I can just do it somewhere else. And that's like the one saving grace, I guess, of that one. But I would like to, at some point, go to the back end of the video. When I do one of those videos, like I'm talking over the browser, right? And it's like I'm navigating the browser as I'm going through my channel and seeing like, oh, this. Let's just look at all these different videos I've got, blah blah blah. As I'm like looking through 1,500 videos or something, and it's like, yeah, I see how crazy it gets when you don't really have a good curation, blah blah blah, on your channel. Anyway, over to 50 minutes. Let's end it there. I I know I've said this before, but if I didn't say it again, I mean, obviously because of the Lost Odyssey thing, but I did pick up the Series X for cheap, so it was like months ago. So luckily I got it for cheap before this whole like most recent price hike again, because Cheezors. Tears her up, tears her on, tears her off, tears her on, tears her back, tears her not on, tears her on, tears her off. Or turn. It's like just why? But yeah, so I was able to like, get that. So, it's also weird because, okay, so the thing with Series X, sorry, one last thing before I end this video, but like, it's weird, right? Because everything on Series X that's exclusive is coming to PlayStation, but like, they have like weird exclusivity windows. So it's not day and date. So I was thinking it would be day and date, but I guess it's not. So, which is whatever. It's like, unless it's something that's like really, 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 really like I really want to play, like Forza Horizon 6. Like, I'm probably not. I'm probably like just not going to pick it up on Series X anymore and just pick it up on PS5. But even on PS5, I'd pick it up on. I'm sorry, even on Forza 6, Forza Horizon 6, I'd pick it up on PS5 so I could play with my friends when my friends are playing. So, because I don't have Xbox Live. So that's like Avowed. I was like waiting for that to come out on PS5, and there's still no release date for it on PS5. It's like Avowed. Forza Horizon 6 is like, oh, it's going to be first on Xbox. It's like, okay, sure. But yeah, it's just like, it's like Xbox is just like such a weird spot and like so weird, and it's like you think they're surrendering and it's over, but then it's like they still have maybe, but then like I'm like, well, maybe it's a thing where like they already had like these deals in place as far as like how they're gonna co-publish something or publish something exclusively, and then the contracts are already signed. So maybe like 2027 going forward, it'll be day and date on PlayStation. But until then, like I will still consider it like Xbox surrendered in PlayStation 1, but it's like it's just like if they could just stop like with all the weirdness as far as like, okay, well, just whatever. Xbox is like such a like a bad spot for like that brand right now. So who who knows who knows what it's gonna look like going forward, or if they. I'm just like, man, it would be like the weirdest thing if they ever like pull it around, because like right now it's like across the board everybody's just like, yeah, it's over. So and I didn't get to Switch too, so I'm super curious like if those numbers like stay high or if they start falling. But we seem to be going towards a economic downturn times, or who knows. Okay, I'm at 50 minutes. I'm signing off now. So yeah, like I said, um, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share it with your friends or not. That's cool too. And until you hear or see from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off. I was also thinking I might do like a companion video series to China Tekken if there's like something I wanted to talk about and I didn't get around to it. I'm like, oh no, I want to talk about this thing, and I just completely forgot about it during China Tekken since I only have my outline. I don't actually like, go off of the thing anymore, like ever. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for the video. I just ruined the outro. So until next month or until next time you hear or see from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.